Hey everyone, it's Vince here. Welcome to my Streetbees review video. I do hope you all do enjoy. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers, guys, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you all so much for that. Today's video has been sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. Check this little beast out right here. Available in over 30 different colors, fits up to 12 cards, man. That is unbelievable to me. Look at that. Literally slide out the cards, no problems. Has a little money clip on the back as well. That cash is not going anywhere, dude. If you use my coupon code or the link in the description below, you'll save 10% off your purchase on the Ridge website. Plus, every dollar you spend on the Ridge website will give you a chance to win a 2020 Jeep Gladiator or $50,000 worth of cash if you want it. So thank you again to Ridge for sponsoring the video. Let's kick this off, guys. For those who do not know what Streetbees actually is, Streetbees is a money-making application that will allow us to earn money by completing stories. Now, these stories are technically requests from businesses to understand more about us, the consumers. Think of Streetbees as a massive marketing research application, everyone, where we act as the worker bees to submit our thoughts and feelings on certain products and things we buy in our day-to-day lives. Now, I've covered Streetbees in the past on my channel, but I've been told by viewers that the application has actually changed a bit since I last reviewed it. So I thought I might as well give it another try and see what's actually going on. And what I found, everyone, is that yes, Streetbees has actually changed since I last reviewed it. I'll be getting into those changes very soon on this video, but for now, let me just explain the basics to you. Streetbees is available in many countries, which is a big plus for the application. I do appreciate that it allows so many different countries to actually try and earn a bit of money in their day-to-day lives. Once you sign up to Streetbees, you'll be greeted with a stories list, guys. This list is where you'll make your money on Streetbees. Essentially, what these stories are just ways for Streetbees to learn more about you and the products that you use. The very unique thing about Streetbees is that it actually pays you for the photos that you submit and the answers that you give them. So these stories range from what kind of food you're eating at the current time. They'll ask you for a photo of that. Or what's your daily skincare routine. They'll ask you for a photo of the products that you use. And in return, they'll pay you a little bit of money. Now the thing is, guys, I can sit here and tell you the money that I got paid for each story, but the problem is each story pays you differently. So here in Australia, for me to submit what I was eating at the current time, Streetbees would pay me around $1.25. But the problem is, everyone, halfway through me gathering the footage for this review, I noticed that Streetbees took out one of the most biggest paying stories that I had available to me, which was called Dinner Time. Now, Dinner Time paid me $3 every single time I showed them a picture of my dinner every day. I actually emailed the Streetbees team to ask them why they did this, and apparently it's normal to have stories come in and out of the schedule that they allow us to complete daily. I do not have the Dinner Time story still, and it's been easily 1 to 2 weeks now. So I'm assuming that Dinner Time story is never coming back at this point. But that Dinner Time story paid me $3, everyone, every single day essentially, because I would keep uploading my dinner on a daily basis. What we are left with though is the what are you eating story, or at least I have that available to me here in Australia. What I personally used Streetbees for was to upload all the food and drinks that I actually consumed during the day. Because you have to think about it, everyone, Streetbees will pay you just for sending photos of the food and drinks you are having on a daily basis. I can fully support a company that does this because I feel like there's not really that much of a privacy breach. What I don't personally like doing, and this goes for any application, not just Streetbees, but I do not like submitting photos of my home. And Streetbees does have stories that usually pay pretty high to submit pictures of what's around your house. If you are comfortable with doing that, you can definitely earn extra money on Streetbees. But from what I've seen, the stories generally reward you with around 30 cents to $1 each time you perform one of these actions. I personally loved the food and beverage stories, as I found them the easiest to complete. Now let me run you through the process of when you actually start a story all the way to when you finish it. Essentially, when you start a story, Streetbees will ask you how you're feeling. In general, you just usually have to write a 3 or 4 word answer. Next, Streetbees might ask you what do you plan on doing for the rest of the day. Again, this is a very basic question that you can answer with 3 or 4 words, everyone, or a 1-sentence response. The good thing about Streetbees is that you don't really need to go in depth in your answers, okay? In the sense of you don't need to write stories out to them. They will accept 3 or 4 word responses. Now, depending on what kind of actual story you're completing at the time, you'll have to submit certain photos. So for me, with the food and beverage stories, I had to submit photos of the food and drinks I was consuming at the time of completing the story. Plus, if the packaging had any barcodes, Streetbees would actually ask me to submit photos of the barcodes as well. Plus, to enter in exactly what the brand and the type of food was I was eating. What I realized as well, everyone, is that you can't really be cheeky and submit the same photo over and over again. Because I think once you enter that specific barcode in, it won't allow you to do it again, if I'm correct. Though you are more than welcome to try that, everyone, okay? I just wasn't able to get by the system by doing the same barcode twice. Because yes, guys, your stories can actually be rejected if Streetbees does not find them viable enough. So let's say I submit a photo that's too blurry, or I try and submit the same barcode over and over again, Streetbees has the right to actually reject that photo. You can actually submit a support request though to see why the photo was rejected at the time. So keep that in mind, guys. If you do get rejected, maybe follow up with the Streetbees team to see what actually went wrong. Streetbees pays to your PayPal account, by the way, so please keep that in mind. You will need to have an active PayPal account to actually receive money from Streetbees, guys. And that's all the payment options that I was actually able to see. I didn't see any Gcash or any sort of other payment options. So other than the live stories tab, the other tab that you'll probably check the most is the activity tab. This is where you'll see the progress of the stories you submitted for payment on Streetbees. Pretty much, you'll check here every day to see if your stories were rejected or accepted for payment. Luckily enough, I had a very smooth run on Streetbees this time around. In the past, I was rejected for submitting the same barcodes. Streetbees paid me for 17 stories during my recording sessions for the last couple of weeks, guys. On the screen now, you'll see all the payments that I received from Streetbees over the time of me recording. Streetbees pays for every individual story, so you won't get a bulk payment, but you will get individual PayPal payments, guys, so please keep that in mind. Usually payment is sent about 1 or 2 days after the story has been accepted for payment. So for example, you take a picture of a pizza and you submit that for what you're eating. Streetbees should technically approve it if you answered the questions correctly. Then after that approval, 1 or 2 days later, you should see the money in your PayPal account. Because it seems that Streetbees, most of the time, is automated. I think when you get rejected is when it's been manually rejected, or the AI system detects that you're submitting the same photos over and over again. As I said, I do love the whole concept of Streetbees. I love that we're able to get paid for just submitting photos. But I will always have a privacy problem, everyone. I don't like personally submitting my photos of my home or things that can sort of, reference my real life activities. I have no problems with submitting photos of food and drink because, everyone eats and drinks. But when it comes to certain things about my home, like my living room or my backyard, I kind of draw the line there. And I feel like a lot of you guys out there will probably feel the same as me when it comes to these situations. There's another cool feature about Streetbees that I really like. They have a Mood of the World website, and I say it every time because I love it, guys. Literally where you can see every single person that uses Streetbees, the mood of the country that they live in. If you want to have some fun, head over to the Mood website and see how your country's performing on the mood scale. I would love to know what the mood map tells you about your country, guys, so please let me know in the comments below. So overall, everyone, I cannot really disrespect or put down Streetbees because it seems to be a legitimate application still to this day. And it's been months since my first actual Streetbees review. But what I can see is that some of the stories have changed. Obviously, the looks of the application have changed since I first reviewed it, but the concept stays the same. Upload photos and get money. It's just the money that you receive per stories is different per country. Some people might be able to earn heaps of money and some might not be able to. As I said, the stories rewarded me with about 30 cents on average. But the good thing is you can complete them per day. So overall, you can earn a pretty decent amount of extra money per month if you do use Streetbees daily. So please keep that in mind, especially if you complete every single story available to you. Plus, I know that Streetbees will allow you to do extra stories the more you use the application. So they will actually increase the amount of money you can get per stories, the more stories that you complete per day, everyone. So keep that in mind. They want active bees, not really people that use the app every single month or so, if that makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed my Streetbees video, everyone. Yes, Streetbees is still legit. It does pay, obviously. Give the application a try. I do have a referral code if you guys want to use it. I don't really mind if you use it or not, but the option is there for you guys to enter it, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you all in 1 to 2 days for another money-making video. Stay safe, everyone. See you later.